Hey guys, Coach Rich here. I'm gonna tell you another secret to how to sound natural when speaking English. Let's go! Welcome to Richmond Language Academy, where we discuss and learn languages, culture, and personal development. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to give you updates on my latest videos. In part 1 of how to sound natural in English, we discuss on sentence stress using content and function words. If you haven't seen it, you can click here. This time, I'm going to show you how to improve your flow of speaking using connected speech, so you can speak faster and wouldn't sound like a robot.
Hello. How are you all? This is how you will sound if you speak like a robot.
Connected speech is a continuous sequence of sounds forming words, phrases, and sentences. When you look at phrases or sentences, I want you to look at them as small units instead of separate words. Because if we try to say every word separately, it will sound choppy. So the idea of connected speech is to be able to speak one unit in one breath, making it sound like a one whole word. Let's look at the same sentence that I just said and divide it into 3 units to see what I mean. So the idea of connected speech, stop, is to be able to speak one unit in one breath, stop, making it sound like a one whole word, stop. In the English language, there are several ways to apply connected speech, and I'll show them to you right now. Consonant to vowel. When the end of the word is a consonant sound and the next word starts with a vowel sound, we naturally connect them together. This also applies in reverse. This apple, this apple, that apple, that apple. Is he busy? Is he busy? Cats or dogs? Cats or dogs. This is also applicable to spelling and numbers. LA, LA, 909-5068, 909-5068. Consonant to consonant. Words are connected when the end of the word is a consonant sound and the next word starts with a consonant sound with a similar position. For example, if a word ends with a t or d and the next word starts with a sound from that same category, these words are going to naturally join together. I just didn't get the chance. I just didn't get a chance. I've been late twice. I've been late twice. Vowel to vowel. When a word ends with a vowel sound and the next word begins with another vowel sound, we use either a y or a w sound to bridge the gap, therefore making it easier to pronounce. So, instead of saying she asked, we can insert the y sound in between to make it sound smoother. She asked. She asked. He answered. He answered. This time, let's use the phrase do it and insert the w sound to fill in the gap. Do it. Do it. Just do it. So the question is, which one do we use? Y or w? Well, that depends on the vowel position. If the vowel sound starts with the wide position like e, our mouth will naturally shift to the y sound. E, a, iya, I agree. I agree with you. If the vowel sound starts from a narrow position like oo, our mouth will naturally shift to the w sound. U, e, ue, you and I. or d plus y. When the sound t or d is followed by a y sound, both sounds blend together, forming a combination that changes the pronunciation. T plus y equals ch. What's your name? Can't you do it? Don't you like it? D plus y equals j. What did you do? Would you help me? Did you like it? Finally, let's apply connected speech plus the stress and intonation from part 1 using this famous exercise from the American accent training. Try to follow my lead and focus on connected speech and intonation. I'll start slowly in the first round and speak normally in the second round. Here we go. Hello, my name is Richmond. I'm taking American accent training. There's a lot to learn, but I hope to make it as enjoyable as possible. I should pick up on the American intonation pattern pretty easily, although the only way to get it is to practice all of the time. I use the up and down or peaks and valleys intonation more than I used to. I've been paying attention to pitch too. It's like walking down a staircase. I've been talking to a lot of Americans lately, and they tell me that I'm easier to understand. Anyway, I could go on and on, but the important thing is to listen well and sound good. Well, what do you think? Do I? Hello, my name is Richmond. I'm taking American accent training. There's a lot to learn, but I hope to make it as enjoyable as possible. I should pick up on the American intonation pattern pretty easily, although the only way to get it is to practice all of the time. I use the up and down or peaks and valleys intonation more than I used to. I've been paying attention to pitch too. It's like walking down a staircase. I've been talking to a lot of Americans lately, and they tell me that I'm easier to understand. Anyway, I could go on and on, but the important thing is to listen well and sound good. Well, what do you think? Do I? So that concludes our lesson. I hope this was helpful in making you sound natural when speaking English. And if you find this video helpful, kindly thumbs up, comment, subscribe, so I can continue making these types of content for you. Thank you, and see you next time.